Hey guys, welcome back. It's Epic's What If, and today we're back with part 5 of What If Kakashi had adopted Naruto. Now, in the previous What If, we basically left off at the invasion of Konoha right after the tuning exams. Yeah, I'm not going to recap it. So, we're going to continue off right as the genjutsu is placed atop the entire arena. Let's see, is there going to be anybody new who escapes from the genjutsu? Hinata, I think, yeah, she's gonna be escaping from the genjutsu. She was injured, but she was there for Naruto's final match with Neji, so she's gonna be out of the genjutsu because she was trained by Kakashi, who I'm guessing would have taught them how to escape it. Sakura would still be out of the genjutsu. She was under Team Kurenai. I'm gonna say everybody under Team Kurenai would be out of the genjutsu. Naruto and Sasuke are going to be out of the genjutsu, and all the Jonin that were there, they're going to be out of the genjutsu as well. And of course, Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji. I don't know why I separated them. Okay, so the battle's gonna start with Orochimaru kidnapping the third Hokage, taking him to the roof, the seal around the area, all that shit. It starts off Sasuke not being as impulsive as he was in the original, does not actually run after Gaara. Instead, he waits for Naruto and Hinata, his teammates. And all three of them decide to chase after Gaara themselves. And they do go for it, and I'm just hoping none of them die, so we'll see what happens. So, all three of them decide to go away after Gaara, and the shenanigans that happened in the original do kinda try to happen. Temari tries to create some ninja wire traps, but Sasuke and Naruto are too smart for that shit, and of course Hinata with her Byakugan can spot that shit miles away. And of course they're gonna be chasing after them, and Temari is gonna stop to try and stall for time. No, she's not. Kankuro is gonna stop. Why did I? Okay, Kankuro is gonna stop and stall for time, but of course the greatest character ever, Shino, comes in front of them, and yeah, he I don't know, throws a cockroach at him or something. Now after that, Temari and Shikamaru are gonna have a battle. It's kind of like it was in the original. They don't need to stop for anything. Now Sasuke, Hinata, and Naruto catch up with Gaara, who's not really looking that happy. Don't know why. Let the battles begin. Now Naruto and Sasuke, both of them, prepare a Rasengan and a Chidori, with Naruto creating three shadow clones to go around Gaara and try to corner him into a position where Sasuke could probably get the Chidori off on him and Naruto gets the Rasengan on him. Hinata has her Byakugan activated to make sure that Gaara doesn't try anything funny and try to go for their blind spots, basically, because she saw Gaara's fight with Rock Lee and knows that he can control sand. Now, Gaara is going to be ready for this, kinda. The Shadow Clones that try to corner Gaara are destroyed immediately with his sand, and Naruto almost gets caught in a sand coffin, but manages to escape with the help of another Shadow Clone, which actually gets decimated by the sand coffin, and when it explodes, Naruto can see how painful that would actually be. And it's not something that Naruto wants to be caught in, let's just say that. Sasuke is currently behind a few trees, trying to hide himself so that Naruto can create an opening for Sasuke to launch the Chidori. Now, it's starting to get a bit wonky, so Sasuke is hoping that Naruto can create an opening, and Naruto, knowing that Sasuke would probably be feeling the effects of the Chidori on his hand right about now, creates about 15 Shadow Clones, which all start launching shurikens and, basically going in on Gaara with his swords to try and cut the sand away and basically divert Gaara's attention away and make him focus solely on Naruto. Sasuke, seeing this opportunity, jumps up from behind him and manages to land a Rasengan, a Chidori, onto Gaara, and Gaara, manages to dodge barely because of his sand, but is nicked in the hand and, well, he starts to bleed. Seeing his own blood makes Gaara go a bit more crazy, and you can see more of Shukaku. He's basically at the stage where his entire body is currently made out of sand, but he's not a monster yet. Naruto, sensing that this feels weird, and he's like, I know this feeling somewhere. Naruto feels like there isn't much time for them to take down Gaara. So Naruto and Sasuke, both of them launch onto Gaara with a few of their other jutsu. Sasuke creating a fireball jutsu, well, a fire phoenix jutsu, and Naruto basically creating a few wind bullets and some water spears to attack Gaara with. The water spears actually manage to do quite a bit of damage onto Gaara because the water manages to, bind up the sand, basically make it wet, and the sand falls away from Gaara's control. Naruto notices that this is actually a glaring weakness on Gaara's part and decides to go on with this water spears for his other attacks. These attacks basically render most of Gaara's sand useless, and Naruto can sense that Gaara is getting more agitated, and he realizes this could be a big, big problem. And, well, Naruto does not want that to happen. He has a feeling he would not like Gaara when he's, well, more pissed off than he already is. Now, Gaara, after his sand gets wetted by the water spears, Gaara's defense begins to crumble a bit, and Sasuke, noticing this opportunity, creates another Chidori and smacks Gaara right under the arm. He almost went for the chest, but he had a feeling killing somebody else would probably not be the greatest choice for the village. Kinda. He was going for a somewhat non-lethal blow right across right on the left side of the lung, which would probably collapse his lung and probably kill him in a few hours, but they have medics. I mean, he could survive. Maybe. Gaara's sand, however, creeps up right there, and while that does damage Gaara quite a bit, it also unleashes Sukaku. Not good. Now, Shukaku would obviously try to take Hinata hostage so that the boys would be in trouble. Hinata, being the Byakugan wielder, was already saw the sand coming her way and managed to dodge it, and basically, well, I mean, it was infused with chakra, so would she be able to release the chakra from it? I'm gonna say she would. So she manages to release the chakra infused in the sand and basically collapses it. It could reform, but what what the hell. Now Naruto and Sasuke realize this is troublesome, and Hinata realizes she could die. Now Sasuke doesn't necessarily know what to do with this. Not the greatest of positions to be in, if I'm being honest, when you see a 10-story long monster appear in front of you. Naruto, he has an idea on what he could do. Jiraiya had taught him how to summon the toads. He had a contract, but he knew the toll it would take on his chakra. Would he risk it? I say he would. Naruto tells Sasuke to get right next to him and tells Hinata to go somewhere safe because he doesn't want her to get hurt. Aww. Naruto basically tries to summon Gamabunta in, and he manages to do so. That's nice. I have a feeling that, seeing as how Naruto trained with Jiraiya for so many fucking years, because that's his godfather, and Kakashi, and all that shit, whatever, he would have a decent relationship with Gamabunta. Probably. I'm hoping he hasn't had sake with me yet, because that would be a weird day. Gamabunta, he can tolerate Naruto, which is very impressive. I'm just joking. Now, Gamabunta is, of course, willing to help Naruto, and the moment he sees Shukaku, he's like, what the fuck happened here? Now, the strategy is somewhat similar to the original, except Naruto and Sasuke will be trying to wake Gaara up. Would Naruto be able to turn him into the fox? Yeah, sure, why not? He would. Basically he tells him to think of something with claws, and that's the first thing that comes to his mind for some reason. And they together manage to wake Gaara up, with Sasuke basically tossing Naruto with the help of another one of Naruto's shadow clones, basically creating a chain, throwing Naruto straight onto Gaara. Naruto basically crashes onto Gaara like a fucking rocket, head first, and Gaara wakes up. The speech is somewhat similar to the original, not necessarily completely, but he's like, I can understand how you feel. Something, main character, sad backstory, family, love, friendship, and all that bullshit that always happens in anime. And Gaara is now a good guy. No more bloodlust inside of his mind. He's now a good guy who will love everyone equally. Uh, because that, yeah. Well, what's happening in the village? Well, Orochimaru's attack does not go that well. He kidnaps the third Hokage, the seal, and all that shit. But one big downside to his entire strategy is Jiraiya's in the village, and Kakashi is more dangerous than he was in the original. Kakashi has somewhat managed to control his backlash that he gets from using the Sharingan now, and also he is learning some Sage Mode Jutsu shit as well, which he actually learned under Minato way back when, part 1, I think. I hope I stated it, or did I dream that? I don't know. Now he's dabbled into some Sage Mode. He knows how to get in and out of Sage Mode. He can't hold on to it for more than about 10 minutes, I'd say, which is actually a lot of time in anime, about 2 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I'm hoping I actually stated that in part 1, I think, with Minato training him in Sage Mode and all that shit. I hope I didn't dream that. That could be a problem. Now, Kakashi and Jiraiya would probably find where the Hokage is because of the gigantic blue mirror type thing that's around him. Jiraiya would immediately know how to take care of this wall. Sure. And he would manage to break through it with the help of Kakashi, and both of them, alongside the third Hokage, would probably manage to take Orochimaru down. Now, the third Hokage had been fighting the first and the second Hokage, who were reanimated, and they were actually taken care of. The third Hokage is low on chakra now, but Kakashi and Jiraiya, both of them, managed to help the third Hokage overcome Orochimaru. Of course, the third Hokage would have tried to go into the Reaper Death Seal, but I don't think Jiraiya and Kakashi would allow it. Jiraiya would probably know a seal to imprison Orochimaru for now, which could probably help them. The Reaper Death Seal is not something that they would have to resort to. They could probably try and kill Orochimaru, but you never know. He's Orochimaru. Without him, the series wouldn't be as fun. Okay. Now, Orochimaru fighting Jiraiya and Kakashi, he knows his chances are not looking that great. He has been injured pretty badly, and he tries to do the mouth, body, slime, weird, creepy thing that he always does, and get a new body out of his mouth, but Kakashi was kind of ready for this, and puts a Chidori straight through Orochimaru's head, spilling his brains all over the battlefield, and hopefully ensuring Orochimaru dies. The third Hokage collapses after the strain that was put on his body because he's pretty fucking old. The guy should be a fucking fossil, man. Come on. Well, he still has the thoughts that he had in the original and all that shit. He's like, oh, fuck this. Generations, flowers, petals, all that shit. Pretty emotional, yes. I think that's where that one will end. Yeah. Orochimaru's brains are splattered all over the floor, probably making a decent Jackson Pollock painting.